Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. It is Wednesday right now when I'm filming. I've had a busy couple of days, so this vlog is probably going to be a little bit shorter, kind of like the last one, but it is going to be fun. Um, I have been busy the last couple of days because I have been going on dates. Rather, I went on two dates with this one man, and the first date was fabulous. It guaranteed a second date. And then the second date was so awful, and not awful in the sense that like I'm traumatized about it, but awful in the sense that like I was laughing my ass off the whole 20 minutes on the car ride home and was excited to tell my friends about how horrible it was. The man fumbled real hard. I dressed up all cute and pretty. I'll show the fit checks for both dates. And it was funny. It was really, really funny. But for this week, I don't normally do goals for my vlog, but I figured I would do it because I actually need to sit down and finish reading Heartstrings. Normally, I read a book in a week. When I do read books, I have been sort of falling off of it because I've been so busy. But I want to finish this book and I want to actually figure out if she has cancer or not. I'm pretty sure she does. So hopefully there will be some writing clips like there, and then also I'm going to try to actually like sit down and write amongst thieves. I haven't done that in a really long time. So that would be fun. Oh, hi. How did you open Polypad? I don't even why is that in my search history? I don't know. Toast managed to do something. But goal is to finish Heartstrings and maybe chapter 2 of Amongst Thieves, because I did say I wanted to work on Amongst Thieves and finish that first draft this summer, and I haven't even started, and it's almost July. So I think I really need to actually just sit down and start writing it. I don't know if I'm going to type it up or if I'm going to write it out by hand. I think writing it out by hand would be good just to get the basic idea, and then I can go through. I have a notebook. Pretty sure it's this one. Please be this one. It's not that one. It's this one. Yes, okay. They both look they're both blue. They both look very similar, kind of. This one is for Magical Magnolia, the middle grade, or not middle grade, early readers, and then Amongst Thieves. They both look the same. They don't look the same, but they're both blue. Um so I think I'm gonna start working on that. Again, I'm still figuring out the angles for like the time skips here because like this is too far. But then if I move it like here, it's too close. Do I just do like a weird overhead where you just see the words on page? That'd be interesting. Haven't considered that. Anyways, but I am probably going to be starting writing. And yeah. I think Toast wants to play, so I'm going to end it here. I did like a paragraph of writing, but she has been coming up to me for pets and now she's playing with her toy, so I think she wants to play. And who am I to deny my daughter some joys? Um, Hopefully, I will get back to this after we play. I'm going to leave my setup like this, but yeah, okay. Oh, you're being lazy now. You're being lazy. You just want to sit on the floor. Oh, you're stuck in the blanket. I'm stuck in the blanket. And of course, the garbage truck is here right now. Do you need help? Are you actually stuck? Oh, you are actually stuck here? Oh, okay. Okay, bye. Like I said in the earlier clip, I am going to try to read Heartstrings again. And I have read about a page and I'm already like, you know, the author did the thing where to emphasize a sentence, or rather, like, it would be a sentence, but they put a period after every word. And I'm like, oh my God, just use italics. I don't know. It feels very, like, not to be mean. I am the oldest Gen Z, but it feels very millennial to, like, be like, word, period, word, period, word, period, like to emphasize something. And I understand that it's just a literary device, but it is a pet peeve of mine. I hate it. It's bad. I hate it. It's bad. Okay, it's not bad. I don't like it. But I am going to continue to read, and I am just going to sit here and read, and you guys will get a little time skip. Unfortunately, I can't rest on my bed because I am washing my sheets right now. So I'm only on chapter 3. I really hope it's a lot better than what it's starting off at. Because, like, it's so obvious, like, she's going to a place with live music, and of course, her ex musician boy is going to be the one performing. Wow. What a meet cute. Come on. Anyways, I'm being mean. I'm being mean. I'm being mean. But whatever. Whatever. I know I'm literally 30 seconds into reading, but the last chapter describes the pub they're in, and then this chapter describes the pub they're in. Like, I'm going to forget 500 words from then that the pub is decorated in Ireland colors. Oh no. Oops. So again, I already complained about it 2 videos ago about how this is like a second in like a romance series. Doesn't advertise that it's the second in a romance series, never says read this one first, but it's describing these past events like I should know about them and be like, "Oh my god, yeah, I remember this." Maybe it's actually that. But also I'm just kind of like, I don't know, like you can build chemistry that like these people are exes and that like they're not over each other yet, better than just listing memories that happened together in a specific place. Like, I don't care. I really couldn't care. I'm 24 pages in. I hardly know these characters. Describing their memories doesn't really do anything for me right now. And again, this is one of my pet peeves about it being like technically a sequel, but it's not a sequel because it's very much like advertised as a standalone. But it's just, I don't know. I couldn't care. I really don't. Like, am I supposed to find these things charming? Because I think they're just very basic. Like, arguing what makes a film a Christmas movie. I bought this book. I have to finish it. It's not as bad as Marked by Moonlight. Definitely not. At least it's not sexist yet. We'll see. He plays a mandolin. I don't know if that's actually a mandolin on the cover. It doesn't really look like one, but perhaps. He plays a mandolin, but whenever I think of mandolin, I think of the slicers, because those are also called mandolins. And I once chopped the tip of my finger off on a mandolin. So, I don't know. Referring to a mandolin as soft and pliable when I'm thinking of a vicious cutting machine. I know it's not the author's fault. I just think it's funny. And then she does the it's blank, it's blank, it's blank. I'm so tired. 26 page. Like, I can't go a page without being like, eh. But whatever. Whatever. So, what I don't like about this book being like second chance romance is because I read Anderson and Bloom. I actually talked about it on this channel. And that is also a second chance romance. And it is like, it's gay, it's lesbians there. But with that one, it didn't just like drop their whole history and like all these cutesy romantic things that they did together in the first like 40 pages. Like it was established that they were together and that like things like that, but it did it better than this instead of just like I don't understand like I'm sorry, like it tells me context of like how much they cared about each other, but I also like there's no emotional depth to it. It's just listing things, being like, oh yeah, he was so hot, and then we had a bunch of dates together, and he was like considerate and blah blah blah. But it's just like you don't see the chemistry between them that is still there. Like they've interacted once, and it was like she was angry and whatever. Of course, ex romance or it's gonna be like enemies to lovers or whatever the fuck. But like, it's I don't I don't see the chemistry apart from like their mutual attraction to each other. I don't think just like listing things they've done together and like I don't feel sentimental to it. I'm not like, oh, this is a relationship that like was really important and they lost it. It's like you're telling me these things, but I'm not feeling it. Whereas in Anderson and Bloom, you would like read it and like Anderson would get upset and you'd be like, holy shit, like, yeah, like justifiably upset. And, like, or think back to like when their relationship was good and all that stuff. Maybe it's just because those characters in Anderson and Bloom were also, they just felt like they had more depth and they actually had like a genuine connection. I don't really know how else to describe it other than it just feels like she's like being like, yeah, and they did all these cute things together. You should want them to get back together now. But I don't know. Like just saying that like his arms felt like home means nothing to me. Like it tells me a little bit, but I'm like, show it to me. Don't just say it. Like, and I'm only 40 pages in. And it just feels like I don't get it. I don't feel the chemistry between these two characters. Um I really don't. It's I don't know, especially because like their thing was like a 6-month fling, whereas in Anderson and Bloom, it was like they had years of relationship behind each other and like years where they were like platonic friends and then years when they were dating together. And their breakup felt a little bit more justified, other than like the reason why they broke up is because this guy went to London instead of Ireland to like, well, England, London, England, to like pursue his music career, and she just like cut things off with him instead of like trying to work it out. And that just seems stupid to me. Like maybe if it was a 6-month fling and you didn't really like feel for each other, then be like, oh yeah, it's not gonna work out. But like if you're still not over him after 2 years of being apart, like why wouldn't you have at least tried to do long distance? Like, I'm sorry, I'm from Canada. Long distance is like kind of mandatory. Like my ex-partner would be away half of the year, 2,000 kilometers away from me. I'm pretty sure Ireland and England are not 2,000 kilometers away from each other. Maybe depending on where you are in Ireland and England, but like that just seems, I don't know. The reason doesn't feel justified to me that like they broke up and they didn't stay together. I don't understand why she resents him so much also for just pursuing his career, especially because she's a career driven woman. Like, I'm sorry, she wants to be a doctor. Why would you be upset that your like kind of boyfriend is bettering himself and pursuing a career when like literally when you try to be a doctor your whole life it's pursuing your career? It's hypocritical, honestly, and I don't understand like why she would be upset about it. And also, like, sorry, as someone who also is very career driven, it feels delusional to me to break up with somebody because they're like trying to do their career. Or like maybe, okay, break up with such vitriol is what I'm getting at. You can be like, I don't want to do long distance, but we can still be friends. You know, that makes sense to me. Like, I still want to be in touch with you. I still like you as a person, especially because they were only together for 6 months. But to just be like, fuck you, blocking, blocking your whole family, not going on social media as much because he chose to sign a record, like sign his record label or anything like that. Like, I'm sorry, if you genuinely cared about this person, wouldn't you be excited? Wouldn't you be like, oh my God, like you're finally hitting it big? Like, I would want my partner to be like, holy shit, like if I signed a book deal, I would want them to be like, oh my God, you're doing amazing. Yeah, go to all those signings and all that stuff. Like, it's gonna suck that you're apart from me, but like, I don't understand. And it doesn't make logical sense to me why she would just like hate him for this. Like, I get why he hates her because who the fuck just cut somebody off because they're pursuing their career, but like, why does she hate him? It makes no sense, especially like again, as a career-driven woman, she wants to be a doctor. Like, it's so hypocritical. I'm supposed to like this character? It's kind of hinted that she has like abandonment issues, but like, girl, go to therapy. I genuinely don't even know how old these characters are. I don't remember. I don't know if it's said. Like, I know one of the characters' brothers is 20, so I'm assuming he's in his 20s and she's in her 20s. And she's in medical school, so I'm assuming she's probably undergraduate, you're 22, you're in medical school. She's probably like 24, 25. But even then, like, you can communicate. It just, I don't understand. I don't like it either. Well, and she's just like talking, like literally just saying how easily our conversation had flowed, how satisfying it felt to make him laugh. Show me that. Show me their conversation flowing. Show me, don't tell me that it happened. Show me through their like forced, strained relationships that like they still have this chemistry together. That like they still want to be together. Don't just tell me it was great and that's why they should want to be together. Show me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna stop reading here. I've complained enough. The writing, again, it's not atrocious. I wouldn't say it's like outstanding. It's just it's romance writing, and that's mean to romance. It's very just like run of the mill, safe romance writing, and it's not really my cup of tea. But it's not bad. Like, it's not horrible. I'm not like, ew, this is gross. It's not like in Marked by Moonlight where the word hard was on almost every single page and I was like literally doing a running tally of the word hard. Oh my God. I forgot about that until then. Oh, I lost my shit at that book. I still own it. I don't know why. But yeah, again, telling me they have chemistry doesn't do anything for me. Show it. I don't care. I could not care. I can tell you a lot of things and you wouldn't believe it. Like, show me. You're a writer. Show me. It's your job. Make me feel things. I'm not feeling it. I'm only 40 pages in, so hopefully it gets better. But currently unimpressed. Two things with this page. Before he'd become all but absentee, shouldn't that just say absent? I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. And then also, String in My Heart. We got the title drop, kind of. Page 42. Again, a bit early. I don't know. Normally you wait till like the last third of the book to title drop. I have no idea. I still think it's a bit early. So I am on page 65 now, and she's describing his arms as hot, but she says sinewy muscle. Am I supposed to find that attractive? Like, sinewy? That just reminds me of like chewy meat. I don't know. That's not sexy. I don't like it. I don't know. This book is just horny, and I don't like it. I don't want it to be horny. I want it to have like emotional depth. Only page 65. I need to check how many pages this book is. Oh my god, what do you mean it's in the 300s? Okay, it's only 309, but that's still 300. Also, this is such an unflattering angle. Oh my god. It's just horny, and I don't want it to be horny. I want it to actually mean something, but oh well. What you looking at, Archie? It's like a Western standoff. Hey? Forgive the lake in the background and the shitty audio, but they're fucking in a hearse. And I'm just so unimpressed. It's getting better, but also, like, I'm really scared because they had the first sex scene and now this is the second. I'm really scared the rest of this book is just going to be smut, and I really don't want it to be. But that much through the book. So we're getting there. We're getting there. The smut is like okay. It's not like well written, but it's not like bad. But again, I'm just scared it's all gonna be smut. I'm on a page 161 out of 300 and something, and I'm just scared. I'm just scared. Fitting that on page 169, we meet the two people who are going to be the next book in this series. I can already tell. Looks like it's going to be an enemies to lovers. So look out for an enemies to lovers with a florist and some designer guy by Ivy Fairbanks in 2027. So it has been a little bit since I have filmed. I think it's been a couple weeks, or maybe a week, I think a week. But I finished Heartstrings. I rated it 2.5 stars. Again, the writing was mid. Wasn't atrocious, wasn't bad, wasn't great though. But it's a character-driven narrative, and the characters are flat. So things happen, but things don't actually happen at the same time. I have some notes because I was busy and away when I was reading it. So I think I was at work actually, so I couldn't actually, take out my camera and film my actual live reactions. Where is it? Where are my notes? Okay. She uses a Bluetooth speaker as a vibrator because they're long distance, and he's like, oh, I'm a singer, I'll sing to you. And then she uses a Bluetooth speaker in between the legs to get off. And while she's using the Bluetooth speaker to get off, mind you, like, I read this and I sort of set the book down for a second. I was like, oh my god, they're not actually gonna go there. And they even mentioned, like, why don't we just use like a remote control vibrator, like, or like one of those apps or something like that. Like, I know you're horny, but there are much less weird ways to be horny. Trust me. Anyways, so while she's like, using the Bluetooth speaker, and he's like on the laptop talking and like playing his instruments or whatnot. Well, no, he's not playing his instruments. He's playing like the instrumental track on the computer. And then she goes, sing to me, while he's jerking it. So he's singing and jerking, and she's getting off on his vibrations, and this feels not hot. It feels fucking weird. It feels like teenager levels of horny. I genuinely have no idea how old these characters are supposed to be. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I think they're in their mid-20s. I have no idea. She's in med school, so maybe mid-20s. I'm not too sure, but yeah. I was right about the cancer. but her cancer doesn't technically come back. She has a cancer scare, and it's just an infection that she wasn't dealing with and whatnot. But like, I called it from page 20. I called it. The whole like last third of the book is just her not communicating about her dumbass cancer scare and being like, he's gonna leave me if I have cancer again, blah 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 blah. And like, I understand cancer is huge. It's a big thing, but you're trying to make this relationship work with your partner. You need to talk to him. So it's just a miscommunication trope, which, you know, so popular. Everybody loves those. Also, apologies if you can hear stuff out the window. I have it open. It's quite nice out today. What else did I say here? Yeah, my last note is, oh, sorry, table. My last note is, it's almost boring, like nothing happens. Like I said, it's a character-driven narrative, and the characters don't have a personality apart from whatever. The sex scenes aren't even that like titillating. They're average. They're run of the mill. If you want something like, I don't know, all the Goodreads review are like, it's super spicy because it has like 4, maybe 5 sex scenes, but the sex scenes aren't like kinky in any sense. Maybe I'm just not vanilla, but like, it's light bondage and like sensory play, and so maybe that's kinky, but it's not for me. So I guess that's something you guys get to know about me. But it wasn't, they weren't outstanding. It wasn't like groundbreaking. I wasn't shocked or anything like that. And it wasn't the Bluetooth speaker. It was a little weird. But since I finished Heartstrings, I have started Project Hail Mary. It's in my bag right now. I'm not going to go pick it up. I think I'm like 10, maybe 20 pages in. I just got to the Petrova line, like introduction. Like, he's just waking up on the spaceship. Well, spoilers, he's on a spaceship, but like, everyone's seen the movie so far. Apologies if you can hear tinkling. My cat is drinking water. I haven't been doing much writing, so I don't really have any like Scrivener things to show. I have been writing in my notebooks at work because I have an hour lunch, so I actually have like time to write. I came up with a new romance idea that will probably never be published. So yeah, that one's, they're lesbians or they could be gay. I don't know. Maybe I can make it straight, but I don't want to. But that is there. I came up with, for the middle grade story, I made a page of ideas. I made a page of ideas of just like, because the books are like 5,000 words long because they're like early grade novels. So I came up with a page of ideas, and I would probably self-publish these. I'd get an artist and like self-publish these and just like post them on, and then like email all my teacher friends and be like, hey, do you want a book for your class? I'm not going to try to traditionally publish these because there's no money in traditionally publishing children's books. There's no money in children's books unless you're transphobic, apparently. If you know, you know. But that's it. I have my little list of ideas. I was going to write all 5. I was going to write 5 for, well, I was going to write 10 for NaNoWriMo in November. Just like, 5,000 words each. Crank out 10 of those books and then pick the top 5 and then clean them up and then pay my artist friend to draw pictures for it and the cover and whatnot, and then just self-publish them on Amazon. But that might just be ambitious. Exactly. I don't know if you heard the car horn, but I did. But this is where I think I'm going to end this. It was supposed to be a week. It was not a week because things got quite hectic and chaotic. It's been 3 weeks. I apologize. There should be one next week, though. I am going to be doing my best to keep things up and film and write. I want to write more. I haven't been writing very much. I have been crocheting quite a bit, but not writing, and I want to write. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to follow along on my writing journey, subscribe. This is not supposed to be after the plugging, but I have considered starting to do more short form content. I will obviously post it on the YouTube channel because of YouTube shorts, but I was going to make an Instagram account and TikTok as well. I was going to do like those sort of vibe videos where, you have like the pictures, and then I was going to like narrate quotes from The Nature of the Beast onto that. So if you want like some writing examples from The Nature of the Beast, I think that's what I'm going to try to post. I'm not too sure. I'm not really good at short form content. It kind of makes me feel a little weird doing it. But again, in this day and age, authors have to self market. And if I ever want to get published, well, I can straight up just publish the book right now if I wanted to. But I don't. I want it to be actually decent. Anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe if you want to follow along. And I hope you have a lovely day.